Hey guys, welcome back. So today I did another fall look and I did it with my Morphe 35O palette just because I know a lot of you have this palette. So I looked through all of my looks that I do have with this palette because I wanted to make sure I did something completely different. So I did a nice kind of burgundy eye with burgundy liner and kind of like a nice kind of burgundy lip. It's not totally burgundy, but kind of matches the same kind of trend of the eyes, and I really love how it turned out. So if you would like to see how I created this look, then just keep watching. Starting off my makeup look, I have my foundation and my brows done. I had the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation and then the Ka-Brow number 4 and number 2 for my eyebrows by Benefit. Then taking my Tarte Maracujá Creaseless Concealer, I'm just putting this on my dampened beauty blender and I am just blending it into the areas that I want to be nice and highlighted, and also putting it onto my eyelids because I do want my eyelids to have a nice even coverage before I put my eyeshadow on. Just making sure all of the edges are nice and blended in with my edges of my foundation. Then picking up my Rommel Stay Matte powder, I'm just going to be putting this powder everywhere that I put the concealer. I want to make sure it is nice and matte in those areas and make sure that there are no creases. So the way to make it so it's not creasing is to set it with a powder. And I'm just using a Morphe's Gunmetal brush. After that, I am going to be picking up my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in Medium Golden just to set down the rest of my foundation, just so that when I put my bronzer on, it doesn't get all stuck to the certain places. Going in with the Balm Bahama bronzer and a small little Sigma contour brush, I'm just going to be putting it into the hollows of my cheeks to kind of bronze up my skin. I don't want to do it too widespread all over my face, just in the certain areas, which is why I'm using this smaller brush today. I'm kind of contouring with it. I know it's kind of warm toned to be contouring with, but I did just want a very nice kind of bronze all around the perimeter of my face because we all know that's how I like to be bronzed. And then taking my Sigma F77 brush and my bronzer, and I'm just doing my nose to contour my nose as well, and then pushing the sides down to kind of blend out that line. For blush, I am taking my Benefit Dallas blush and putting it on my cheeks. And then taking everyone's favorite, the Morphe 35O palette, I'm just picking up this light brown shade up on that top row, and I'm just putting it on with my Sigma E40 brush just to make sure that this is a nice transition shade. And then picking up this kind of middle rusty, kind of rusty brown shade, picking it up on a Luxie Beauty blending brush, and I'm focusing this more densely into the crease. I just start off with a very little bit of product and then I slowly build it up as it gets blended out. And just make sure that all of the edges are nice and seamless between this and the transition shade. And then after, I'm going to be picking up this beautiful golden color. I'm putting it all over my lid area and making sure it is nice and pigmented. After, I am going to be taking my Sigma E25 blending brush and I'm going to be putting on that same rusty kind of brown shade into the outer V, and I am going to layer it on a ton of times because I want that outer V shade to be nice and deep, and I'm kind of blending it into the crease as well. I'm putting majority of the color into that outer V area, and then you can see here there was nothing else added to my brush, and I'm blending it into the crease. And then you can see here, added more to that outer V. Once it was all packed on, I start bringing it into the crease. Taking that same rusty brown shade, I'm just putting it underneath my lower lash line, and then I will also be putting the golden shade back into my inner corners on the lower lash line and into the inner corners, and I do make sure afterwards that I am going to be putting more on that top lid as well. I really wanted that gold to shine, so as you can see here, I start layering on that same gold shade, and it really starts to pop out my blue eyes. Then taking the Tarte Clay Paint Liner in Aubergine, I think it is. I will leave the name of it down below. And I am just lining my eyes. I decided not to use black because I thought it was going to be too harsh for this look, and I thought this color was absolutely perfect. I'm using a Sigma Bent Liner brush, and I'm just giving myself a nice little wing. For mascara, I'm taking one of my favorites recently. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Mascara. I'm just giving myself a couple of coats. And then before I put it on my lower lashes, I'm taking this Makeup Forever Aqua liner. And the purple shade, I will leave the name of it down below. And I'm just putting it into my waterline. And then I will finish off with some mascara. Then for lashes today, I am taking my Blinking Beauty lashes in the number 3. I love these. They are just so feminine and so wispy and just so perfect. And then for highlight, I'm going to be taking the new Makeup Forever Pro Fusion Highlight in the shade number 2. This is absolutely stunning. And I'm just putting it on top of my cheekbones, like, wow, look at that highlight. And then I'm going to put it on the bridge of my nose and my upper lip kind of Cupid's bow area as well. Then picking up a smaller dome-shaped Sigma brush, I'm just taking that highlight and I'm putting it into the inner corners of my eyes just because I wanted all of the highlighted areas to be the same highlight color. And then taking Androgyny, I think is how you pronounce it, by Jeffree Star Liquid Lipstick. I will leave the name of it down below just in case I am butchering it, and the look is complete.